What the hell? There you go. If you're a multi-camera user like me, let's say you have a DSLR and then you also have your phone. For me, I have my iPhone, Fuji, ricoh, and then a film camera. This is where the thought came from because I brought my film camera with me everywhere this week and I didn't take a single photo. But yet, I took a lot with my phone. And then it got me thinking about the type of photos that I take with my phone and then with my camera, whether that's Fuji or ricoh. Biggest thing that I noticed is that with my iPhone, I take a lot of scenic, cityscape, landscape pictures. I tend to photograph a lot of the scenic things, something that really shows what the atmosphere is like. But when it comes to my non-iPhone photos, it's usually of little details. Or I do take a lot of scenic, landscape, cityscape pictures, but the outcome is a little different. My focus is different. So this week, instead of doing an iPhone street photography video, which was my original plan, I decided to treat my ricoh as my iPhone camera. As in, if I'm going to take a picture of something using my phone, use the camera instead. The first stop is Creatures. It's a plant/coffee shop, and as a big fan of those hybrid places, such as a barber shop with a bar or a laundromat with a coffee shop, this place seems like the perfect place to photograph. And what did I want to photograph this week? Nothing in particular, hopefully a lot of those landscape, cityscape pictures that I enjoy taking using my phone. Why did I pause there? The lighting around sunset these days is so pretty. This bus stop over here, the bench is so well lit that I was really hoping for someone to come and sit down. I could have waited a little longer, but I wanted to take advantage of this late afternoon, early golden hour sunlight, so I ended up leaving the spot soon after the first picture. But I would love to go back here in a few days, or in an hour or two today, and try to see if I can photograph someone sitting in the sunlight on this bench. This is a random side note, but if you've been in LA for a long time, especially if you've been around downtown LA, you might know this older guy who used to sit outside of this very specific shop in Jewelry District. When I first moved to LA and explored downtown at night one time, I noticed that man, you could see him from a block away. He was wearing this beige colored suit with a fedora, he had a lot of rings on, and I really wanted to get a photo of him. This was before I started this channel, so my desire to really get that photo was not as high. Since then, every time I'm in this area, I've always tried to get a photo of him, but I've never seen him since. If anyone knows who I'm talking about or has a photo of the person, please let me know. I mean, do I even need to say anything? I think this is the closest thing to what I would actually take using my phone. I love taking photos of buildings with a person or two in my frame, and I think this, especially with all the little details you can see, this is really it. I'm actually surprised that I don't have an iPhone version of this picture yet. I wanted to look at these two photos side by side because they're taken maybe 1 second apart. When you look at the left picture, it kind of looks like the person in white on the right did something wrong because the security on the left looks like he's yelling at him. But on the right, we have a different story here. Now here, the person in white, it kind of seems like they're telling the security a story, something that made them sad. Or they're trying to argue about something, and the security on the left, looking at the way he's standing, it kind of feels like he is listening, but at the same time, he's feeling a little uneasy. So even though these two pictures are maybe a second apart, it's really crazy that your view and or your viewer's views as well, everything's gonna depend on which picture you show. You never know, maybe they're really good friends and they're talking about their mutual friend who did something, or they're talking about their life, like, oh my god, can you believe this thing that I had for dinner yesterday? It's so fascinating that 1 second can make such a huge difference in terms of the emotion and the message that the photos try to convey. I really liked this week's idea. It made me want to bring my camera with me everywhere even more. Because at times I do have my camera on me, but I tend to go for my phone and use that to take pictures. Maybe I'll do it again with a different camera next week. Thank you for watching, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next week.